Gang, today is the 4-year anniversary of Warzone. I mean, this the only reason we have a channel here for Call of Duty is because of Warzone. We knew Battle Royale was coming out. I was making nuke content at the time, and then lo and behold, I'd say a week after starting the channel, Warzone was coming, and we knew we had to capitalize for Battle Royale, so we had the channel going. And God, I think the first, it's crazy to think about, the first like 3 months Warzone was out, we gained probably 1,200 subscribers. Like it was just so big for us. But the passion, like my passion for Call of Duty grew so much, and then competing came around. I mean, it just, Warzone like really changed my life, man. And I'm here to absolutely go through this 4-year celebration. I kind of like how they made a website for it, so we're gonna kind of cycle through here and get an idea of what's going on. So 2020 Call of Duty Warzone launches globally. God, this map was so sick, bro. It's coming back. I know it's coming back. Just be patient. Said the world's locked down. You lock in. Millions of operators drop into the vast epic map where it all started. It's crazy to think, like, it really did. The world shut down. The world was on lockdown, and we got to play like the greatest battle royale of all time. It was so perfect. Prisoners of the Gulag, March 10th. Every soldier deserves a second chance. Throw rocks and 1v1 for another shot. Pretty crazy, like the Gulag concept in a battle royale. Like no one had really done that. Like you get to 1v1 to get a chance back. That was massive. Let's see. Stadium and train station POIs open August 5th. So this was when Shadow Company blew the roof off of this, which I don't know if you guys remember this event on Verdansk, but when they blew the stadium open, that was the craziest POI for 2 days. You go to drop in, and there would be legitimately the entire lobby flying down. People would be rushing to get helicopters to run people over. I bet there's clips on YouTube of people getting 30, 40 kills off rip. Then we had the Know Your History event. This came with Cold War. It says espionage is a powerful weapon in the right hands. Players discover their inner spy and crack codes to reveal Black Ops Cold War. This was a massive event. Like we had to kind of go around the map and decode and figure out. And then at the very end of it, at the very end of like the scavenger hunt, everyone in the lobby got to see this cutscene. It was for Cold War. It was super awesome. Then we had the Haunting of Verdansk. I always thought this was so much fun. So they made Verdansk like pitch black, lots of fog and zombies, a lot of jump scare crates. The first Haunting of Verdansk was definitely the scariest. Like they absolutely capitalized, and then it kind of got a little like I feel like COD's getting a little soft. Like the last one's kind of weak sauce, but this first one was perfect, dude. Rebirth Island drops with first ever resurgence mode. So a lot of people don't know this. This map was actually part of a resurgence game mode in Blackout. So Call of Duty Black Ops 4 had a battle royale called Blackout, and if you wanted to play a mode where you could come back, it was Resurgence. It was on Alcatraz Island. It wasn't called Rebirth Island. It was still called Alcatraz Island. It was a remake of that Zombies map. I can't think. Day of the Dead, whatever. Mob of the Dead, I think is what it was called. But they basically made Mob of the Dead the entirety of Alcatraz Island and Blackout, and you could play it. Finally, December of that year, they came out with Rebirth Island, and you could play Resurgence. The thing was, it was popular. A lot of people played it, but it wasn't like the go-to. Everyone was still playing Verdansk real heavy. Like, and then this is kind of where like Rebirth started to come in. I feel like 2021, the cargo ship landed outside of the prison. Zombies kind of came into the map. There was a big event for that. This was also like one of my favorite Warzone clips of all time is from Nick Merckx. He's like sitting there screaming because when this ship would land at the beginning of the match, it was ungodly loud for the first 7 hours of that update. It was hilarious. But this came with like season 2 of that, and then Turn Back Time and Verdansk 84. This was kind of crazy. So Verdansk had been nuked, and we weren't really allowed to play Verdansk. The event leading to Cold War, there'd been like a big nuke. You know, everyone's kind of butthurt. We're like, where's Verdansk? And then when you get to drop in from Rebirth Island to turn back into 84, the cutscene would like throw you into a door, and then all of a sudden you're falling from the sky and you are in the match. So that was probably one of my favorite videos on the channel. Once it was back, this became Nakatomi Plaza as a Die Hard reference. That was a super fun event because you could go in here, you get a specialist token if you did the bank vault. There's like a bank vault. You follow like the codes you can get inside of the vault, get absolutely everything with your squad. This was the Ghostface Haunts Call of Duty. This was like the next basically haunting of Verdansk. It was pretty fun. It wasn't like as good as the first one, I don't think. Then we had the numbers event. Numbers event was kind of crazy. After the numbers, we super nuked Verdansk. We weren't sure what was coming, and then Caldera comes. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a Warzone map, like ever, for Caldera. Like the hype for Caldera, I was absolutely like ready. I mean, it had the game in a chokehold. And then all of a sudden this map comes out and everyone's like, wait, what's going on here? The vehicles changed drastically. The vehicles didn't perform. You didn't get loadouts off drop. You couldn't purchase a loadout off drop. Then they made it to where you finally could purchase a loadout. It was like 20 bands, something outrageous. No one wanted to do that. In the map, it was just an uphill battle constantly. Like you look at it this way and you're like, oh, it's not so bad. But the grand scheme of this map was it's legitimately like one giant volcano. So like you were constantly fighting uphill, lots of trees. They sold on this, and this is really when Caldera dropped. This is when my channel turned into Rebirth Island, and we gained a lot more subscribers. Then we had this dickhead, bro. The Krampus event was so dog shit. This man would legitimately fly across the map. Like he would fly, throw these snowballs, these heat-seeking snowballs. He wouldn't give up. And it was so hard to kill him, bro. You'd play with a 4-stack and everyone just dump all their bullets. It wasn't worth. And then we had this Kong versus Godzilla. When Kong versus Godzilla dropped, I was excited. Oh my god, I was excited for this. I thought they were about to like duke it out, go crazy. Hell no, bro. They didn't even fight. We just had to take them down. It was mad chopped. 100% chopped, bro. They were just starting to sell harder and harder. Everyone needed to change of pace, and they said, you know what? We're going to come out with Fortune's Keep. Go find your fortune, June 22nd. They come sail away. Fortune's Keep comes out. When this map dropped, me specifically, we held 15th in the world for kill record for the first, oh god, 5-6 months this was out. I mean, we absolutely dominated Fortune's Keep. I really liked the map at first, but it got old very quick. Like, I was not a fan of Fortune's Keep for that long. It just seemed a little too campy. Even now, I prefer Fortune's Keep over Vondel 100%. But when Rebirth Island was peak, like Rebirth, they absolutely hit the nail on the head with that map. Then we had Vanguard's Last Stand. I actually didn't play this event. I don't think I played this event at all. I was too busy playing Resurgence. This was like the last game mode. Basically, Caldera was exploding, Warzone Pacific, leading into the new game for Warzone 2.0. And then this game mode dropped, Warzone 2.0. And we had, I mean, like, I like how they don't even really show anything here. It just says Warzone 2 launches, it goes straight to Ashika Island. Warzone 2 was ass cheeks. Everything about it, Al Mazrah was such a bad map. The game was slow, the mechanics were dog. But then we got Ashika Island, and Ashika, in my eyes, it goes Rebirth Island, Ashika, then Fortunes, and Vondel. Ashika was such a good Resurgence map. Perfectly balanced. I love that. We started getting rank play for Battle Royale. This is in Warzone 2. It was a ton of fun. Again, Ashika Island was super frustrating. They realized people were starting to get frustrated with the game and starting to get stale, so then we got Vondel. Shadow Siege MW3 reveal. This was an event they had with Shadow Company coming out. This was actually a really cool event they had on Al Mazrah when this team kind of like invades around Dome. That was a lot of fun. Then we had the monster hunting in Al Mazrah. They did a good job with this event, I gotta say. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then we get Urzikstan. We got the new map, MW3. Not the biggest fan of Urzikstan. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Haven't really given it the time of day, and I probably won't. Really just in it for Resurgence at this point. Ranked play Resurgence finally came to reimagine Fortune's Keep, and then we'll see later on. Now it's talking about Warzone Mobile for Dance coming back. They have like a little hype trailer right here to kind of show Warzone Mobile. But what we really want to focus on in this last little bit that they didn't add to this list that we will go ahead and add, Ranked Play Resurgence is coming to Rebirth Island. It looks like they're going to do Season 3. They were planning to do this for Season 2 Reloaded for the like birthday of Warzone. I don't know what happened there. It looks like we're going to get it Season 3. And then it looks like Verdansk will now be coming with next year's title, Treyarch's next game, rather than getting it this year. So we just got to hold on. We're already through the first quarter. We'll see how it plays out. But gang, all I got to say is like, I'm so thankful for all of you like following me. Literally 4 years, man. Some of you are still commenting on my videos 4 years now, like every single day, still here, still locked. And it's literally through all of these events, and it just makes it worth it for me, you know? Even just one person enjoying the content makes it worth it for me. So to know that, like, for the past 4 years, I got some of you guys hanging on with me still, means a lot. The content's going to keep coming. I know it's been slacking a little bit. I know the content's not what we're used to, but we're going to get out of it. We're going to absolutely fry out. We just need the game to cooperate with us a little bit. We need Warzone to like kind of pull back into what it really was, because I'm telling you, whatever they did for this year was absolutely peak. I know that everyone talks about, oh, well, we were locked inside, we had nothing else to do. There were so many games out in 2020. Like Rocket League was just as big. Epic had already purchased Rocket League. That was huge. Fortnite was still absolutely massive. Like there's all these other like alternatives and options were still here. Like they were still viable options, but everyone played Warzone for a reason. Like Warzone was absolutely peak. The map, the movement, the mechanics, just how fluid the game was. It was like the perfect balance of like, there was a perfect skill gap. Even if you weren't good at the game, that made it all the much more better for you, because you go play with your 4 friends, you know, you and your friends would go play. Y'all were all dog cheeks, and then for the love of God, you get a win, and it was like, you go on Snapchat, and you'd see all your trash friends posting their wins. They were so excited, and that aspect is not in Warzone anymore, because it's like, they cater to like the lesser player. When it was like this, when it was sweaty, when it was a legitimate competitive battle royale, a win was so much more rewarding than where we're at right now. 100%. The first Warzone was the perfect balance of casual, competitive, and fluidity. If they can get back to this, we're in business, gang. Look, if you guys are new to the channel, this is the first video you're seeing, check out the channel. We have literally covered all of Warzone. We played all the maps, everything. I got years of videos. I upload every single day. We have thousands of videos for you to go through, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy the future content. Hit that sub, man. Crush that like, and I will catch you all tomorrow for another banger, gang. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's get it.